What's good, y'all? Benny here, and today we're going to be doing a review of the Figma Link from The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, baby! Yeah! I've been wanting this figure for a really long time, especially since I started collecting. I don't know why. This figure just really, I don't know, it just looked amazing. And before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the packaging pretty quickly because they actually changed up the box for this particular reissue. I believe it's the fourth reissue of this figure. And yeah, they actually updated the box to, I guess, fit in with modern Figma figures. So right there you can see a picture of Link, and there's the window. It's supposed to have him and his accessories. Figma number 153 Link, and then the Nintendo sticker. On the side, we get a promo pic of Link. On the back, we get some more promo pics. The other side, another promo pic. The box kind of dinged up. Thanks a lot, Sideshow. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. I managed to get this Link for $9 from Sideshow because I had like a shit ton of rewards, a shit ton of money in rewards. So I was like, yeah, I'll just buy this Link. So yeah, I might not be as critical towards this figure because if I paid full price, if I paid like 80 bucks for it, I'd be a lot more critical. But yeah, that's just a warning, I guess. So yeah, taking a look at the overall detail, this figure looks really nice actually. Um, yeah, I really like how this looks. Face is on point, looks like Link from the games. Eye printing is really nice, and I really like the bits of metallic paint you get for the little earrings, and then nice subtle sculpted wrinkles all across his tunic. Really like the silver on the belt right there, and a little silver button right there, and then going to the back, not really much. The overall design of the figure is pretty plain, but that's how he looks in the game, so I'm not really mad about it. Yeah, I get really nice details down here, the boots, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. Hair sculpt is also really nice, and also I really like the metallic paint for the chainmail under the tunic. Now I don't know if it's just my figure, but for some reason this like front section, I don't know if it's supposed to be like this, but it kind of looks like it's a boner. I mean, you can't really see it from the front, but I don't know. It's just something I noticed while I was playing with the figure. I don't know. Maybe I warped it um, by accident or something. So yeah, now let's take a look at the articulation, shall we? So there is the older type of Figma joint at the head, the swivel hinge swivel, um, not the ball joint, and he can only look up to about right there. Look down a little bit, do get pretty nice tilt, and then swivel. The knit cap here is on a swivel as well, or this part of it is on a swivel, so you can like put it at any angle you want for like dynamic poses and whatnot. Pretty nice. For the shoulders, there are ball joints and then the hinge right there, so it can go up to about right there. Rotate, full 360, and yeah, you can kind of fake a butterfly joint, but not really. And then for the elbow, it goes up to a little bit past 90, and then the hinges for the wrist only go side to side and then swivel. That is not. I'm not a big fan of these wrist joints. I get it. It's a 10-year-old figure. This is how Figmas were back in the day, but I really don't like it. It's a little bit too loose for my liking, and it doesn't feel as like fluid or as natural as modern Figma wrist joints. So yeah, now going to the torso articulation. There is a ball joint up in there, so can crunch a little bit, arc back a little bit of tilt, a little bit of tilt, and swivelage. And then for the hips, there are ball joints down there, so you can kick forward to about right there, and go back to about right there, and go out to about right there. And then there is a thigh swivel in there. Knee joint goes up to about right there. There is a swivel at the boot, and then the ankle go back about that far forward. There is ankle rocker and a toe joint. So yeah, articulation here, it's okay. It's not, the greatest, But again, this is a 10-year-old figure, and to be honest, I think it still holds up pretty nicely for being such an old figure. So yeah, let me just get him standing real quick. There we go. Now taking a look at accessories. So first we're gonna look at the alternate hand. So as you can see out of the package, he comes with a set of fist hands, and then he has a set of relaxed hands, a set of gripping hands, a set of what I like to call jazz hands, and then a set of hands or gripping hands that are pointing at an angle. Yeah, pretty decent selection of hands. And then for alternate faces, he only has one alternate face, which is this yelling face. Looks really nice, really like it. You can just hear Link's yelling, when he's swinging. Looks really nice. And then you also get an alternate hairpiece, which just kind of looks like it's blowing in the wind. And you know what? I'll actually replace the current hairpiece because I really like the dynamic or the action hairpiece. Oops, I accidentally took off the face. I don't know why. I just really like how. Oh shit. Oops. There we go. And yeah, that's how you replace the hair. Now for the weapons, you do get. Link, stand up. There you go. You do get the Trusty Master Sword, which looks awesome. I'm really digging the paint for the blade. It looks awesome. Love the paint apps for the hilt as well. Very nicely applied. I really like how this Master Sword looks. And to get Link to hold it, first we're going to switch out his hand for one of the grabbing hands. I like to do the ones where it's pointing at the angle. It just looks more natural. There we go. And then you remove the pommel from the bottom. Be careful not to lose. This is very tiny. Can easily get eaten by the carpet monster. And yeah, just stick it in there. That's what she said. And then just puts the pommel back on without losing it. And there you go. Now Link is holding his sword. Yeah, that looks cool. And then you also get the scabbard for the Master Sword if you want to store it on his back. Really like the gold paint on the scabbard here. It looks awesome. And you just put this on his back through this peg hole, like so. And yeah, it kind of blocks the cap sometimes. It's really annoying. Actually, not really annoying. It's just a minor inconvenience. But yeah, there you go. And then for the last weapon, whatever, you get the shield. Again, really nice paint apps, pretty clean for the most part. There's probably some errors in there that I'm not noticing, but you can notice on camera. But yeah, I really like how this looks. And to get this into Link's hands, you're gonna want to give him one of the grabby hands. Not the angled one, just the normal grabby hand. And then take out this leather strap thing right here. Should be easy enough. There we go. And take this out as well. Remove this. For me, for some reason, this peg right here is pretty loose. I put some sticky tack in there to make it a little bit tighter, and it seems to have worked. So yeah. So yeah, just put this through the bottom of the grabby hand, like so. It's a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And then put that other piece back on. I apologize how awkward this is. I don't really do instructions. But yeah. And then you plug these two peg holes, or these two pegs into these two peg holes. Like so. This one likes to rotate a lot. It's really annoying. There you go. And then put the leather brown strap back on. Make sure the bigger peg is on the bottom and the little peg is on the top. Very important. So yeah, it's a little bit of a process to get this part attached after you make Link grab the shield. Yeah, it's a little bit of a bitch to do. if I'm being honest. Oops. There we go. And yeah, now Link is holding the shield. Whoopity-doo. Yeah, it looks awesome now. And then the final main accessory you get is this swinging effect, which looks really nice. It's made out of a nice hard plastic. And yeah, you just kind of slide it onto the sword, and it really helps with swinging poses. It just makes them look a lot more believable. And then the last two accessories you get are obviously just the stand and the bag, you know, standard Figma essentials. So yeah, he's pretty bare bones, to be honest, in terms of accessories. I mean, the effect is really cool, but yeah, that's all you get. But to be honest, I'm not sure what else they could have given him, so I'm not really mad about the accessories we got. So yeah, now let's get into the size comparisons, shall we? So here he is next to another Link figure I have, the Figma Link Between Worlds Link, or Link to the Past, if you will. And yeah, I think it's funny. This Link Between Worlds Link was the first Figma and the first figure I bought that kind of kickstarted off my addiction. And now the most recent Figma I bought is also a Link. I don't know, I just thought that was funny. And yeah, they look cool together. You just want to put them in a Link multiverse type display, I guess. Here he is next to some Black Series Bad Batch figures because I just had them lying around in this area. So here's Hunter. Well, I just dropped Wrecker's backpack. Yeah, here he is next to Wrecker. Here he is next to my previous review, the Figma Leo Fotia. If I can get him to stand up. There we go. And I'm actually surprised at how short Link is. I mean, Link isn't exactly the tallest character in video games, but I didn't expect him to be this small. I mean, it's still a decent size. I don't really care, but I don't know, it's just something that jumped out to me. And then finally, here he is next to Marvel Legends Spider-Man and the Marvel Legends Deadpool. So yeah, overall, I actually really like this figure. It could, I mean, I was gonna say it could be better, but again, it's a 10-year-old figure. You can't really do anything about it. Only things I don't really like about it are the wrist joints, and that's really it. And yeah, stick around for photos at the end, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.